I am doubling down on my vehement dislike of their romantic tension.
Mm-hmm.
I fucking despise every stitch of it.
I love her.
I didn't say anything.
I'm glad she was there, but I agree.
Yeah,
It was
like you guys just completely forgot.
It was grody in 7. It's flat out disgusting in this movie.
This is reprehensible.
Not because they can't be romantic leads against each other, but the context of every time that they bring these two characters together, it is so gross. It's inappropriate. It's workplace romance that's inappropriate. But also
power dynamic imbalance.
Yeah.
But also
he's the only one.
Yes.
He had, as a romantic lead, he had full closure in part 6 with his wife, his ex-wife, his estranged wife. And
what would Tom Cruise call that?
Scientology.
My wife.
Oh, my wife. Except he would jump on a couch. Full closure as a romantic lead for that. Then Rebecca Ferguson was there. Then they faked out her death, and then she actually died. And 4 seconds later, he's flirting with the busty pickpocket from England. What's up to all our sidekicks and henchfolk out there in the Geek Nation, and welcome back, all of us, to the longest-running pop culture podcast of all time?
All time.
Ever.
This time, other times, parallel times of all times, called Pop Podcast Live, episode 157. If you're new here,
hi.
This is a place where we celebrate the things we love.
Aww,
movies,
like each other.
Comics, television, our personal savior, Ethan Hunt.
He's also yours, even though he doesn't know you, and he never will.
For those he will never meet.
Oh, damn it. I was going to say that.
And all the other things that scratch your dirty, nerdy little itches. Tonight, we're broadcasting you live from Young Chunk.
Young Chunk!
Hey!
I thought it was going to come from that direction, so I moved over here.
Yeah.
I'm dumb.
You got closer to it.
A bomb-ass podcast studio in Philadelphia, PA. My name's Noel of A Physical Space, which is a digital space to celebrate physical media. It's at physical_media_space. Joining me this evening are my fellow hosts, Master of Disguise JD.
I'm actually
Boo!
JD.
Yeah,
Master of Disguise JD. See, I don't even know what's going on. Alice?
I pull up my finger.
Yeah. I'm JD
Wait.
of Johnny Destructo's Hero Complex, located at 4327 Main Street, Philadelphia, PA 19127. It's a rad-ass comic shop that caters to rad-ass folks just like you, and pretty soon it will be expanded to have rad-ass Maddox the Gathering, Magic the Gathering, and Dungeons and Dragons, and board game nights, and all sorts of what-have-yous. So get on down there. We just joined the Now Times, and we have a Discord.
Hey!
Yeah,
It's
we
pretty
did
cool
it.
in there. I'm in there.
I was in there too. I haven't seen a damn thing.
Nah, I'm still setting it up.
Is it called
also here is the
Discord
link-
Stew?
The linchpin of our impossible missions force, part-time podcaster, full-time autopsy technician. Get that right?
Pathology assistant and corner.
Idiot.
Mission critical hacker and lifelong friend, Alice.
Aw, that's me. Hi,
says-
everybody.
Say something.
I say something. I'm really happy to be back. They let me out of the morgue briefly.
Nice.
Just for the next 90 minutes.
Yeah, I know. I gotta get right back in there.
I should mention, just for your safety, we are filled with Skittles and nerd gummy
Skits?
clusters and
Skits?
mini starbursts.
I'm full of a lot of
So
these.
these little starbursts,
Sick to my stomach.
they look like chiclets, so we're gonna call them sticklets.
Yeah. Not to be confused with Stieglitz
Or
from
Sturbicklets.
Inglorious Bastards.
No, Sturbicklets. Does it sound oddly weird? Anyway,
I feel like the Orbit gum lady.
so also with us tonight, I would like to draw attention to our booth boy, producer extraordinaire, Terry.
Hey, it's the content boy.
Hey, Terry. If anyone's
You say
watching,
Content Boy?
Yeah, I like content boy.
content boy from the Video Content Factory.
Indeed.
If anyone's watching or listening tonight and wants to know more about Young Chunk HQ,
Couple things.
if anyone's watching and listening tonight wants to know more about Young Chunk HQ,
And services.
if anyone
What
take
is
3.
happening? What is? Yo, Young Chunk!
Yeah.
Restart.
God damn it, yeah. Whew.
If anyone's watching or listening wants to know more about Young Chunk HQ,
Young Chunk!
the spaces and services, where can they inquire, Terry?
You're going to want to go ahead to the Young Chunk YouTube page. That's the most important thing to us right now. So head over to the Young Chunk YouTube page, like, subscribe, comment, and also follow me. My secret identity is Vicious Marshmallow, and that is my handle. So Vicious Marshmallow is actually your producer, and he's the one who runs Young Chunk. Not Terry from the Video Content Factory.
Vicious Marshmallow. I'm down with that. What is a vicious marshmallow?
In 7th grade,
Burnt?
we were all asked to write cool band names, and
That is pretty good.
I thought of that, and I've held it since 7th grade.
Awesome.
It's the
So
best.
that's only been 10 years.
I drew a picture of it. It was just a little marshmallow with a mohawk and sunglasses.
He's a 12-year-old. A quick question.
Yeah.
Would you rather hang from a biplane or dangle from a helicopter?
Ooh, I think I'd rather dangle.
Yeah, me too. I think I
You
would
seem
rather
like a
dangle.
dangler.
Yeah.
Dangle deep. But more so than that, I could breathe if I'm dangling from a helicopter. Mm-hmm. From a biplane, it's like 140 miles an hour, and you can't actually.
Which you can see on his face is
Yeah.
yeah.
JD was watching the movie earlier today, and it's just like, he's looking a little bit like his age.
Yeah.
More so when he's being pelted with 140 miles per hour
Yeah.
of air velocity. when
That'll show you
everything
your age.
is
All of it.
Yeah, he looks like a Shar-Pei just flapping in the wind. Yeah, it's pretty awesome. That's the second Shar-Pei reference tonight.
Right?
Your mission, should you choose to accept it, is to finish this long, cultured, harrowing, and dare I say, quite possible mission we've been taking through the entirety of the Mission Impossible film franchise.
Is this podcast going to self-destruct?
I
might.
Probably in like 92 minutes.
Okay.
The Mission Impossible franchise. This episode marks the final episode of this limited series. Cult Pop presents Missions Probable. But before we do that, we're going to talk about what we've been enjoying this past couple of weeks, because this is the first time we've been together since like December.
Since last year.
Yeah. Oh, God, it gets old. Some bits, some bobs, and all that good stuff.
Remember, if you're here live, feel free to comment, like, subscribe, and hit the bell notification. The bell icon so you can get the notification when we're doing this nasty fun stuff. If you're watching this later, do that stuff. Also, give us a nice review. Bring us flowers. I also like chocolates. We love a little back and forth, so pipe up in the chat. It's over there. I don't see anyone, Terry. Why? You can also send us emails to cultpopgo@gmail.com.
Why, Terry?
And we'll address them here on the show, just like this one.
Find
which we
our
have.
audience, Terry.
This came from earlier, 4:08 p.m. tonight, from Christopher Goodnight. Says, I hate that guy. This probably means me. Have you ever hated a character that everyone else seemed to like or at least sympathized with and saw as the victim, when in reality, he got what he deserved? I'm rewatching Better Call Saul, and let me tell you, spoilers, Howard Hamlin got what his Hamlin-dingo blue ass deserved. I won't go into details because of spoilers, even though the show is a decade old at this point. But even after you think he's an innocent party, I can point to where it's his fault. Pluribus was amazing.
Yeah.
Alice,
That's me.
did you ever read Stephanie Meyer's The Host?
No, I haven't, but I know it's very good.
It's like a reverse of that, almost.
Interesting.
The movie was garbage, but I adore the book. Chris St. Saucy, good night. Is there a character that you all hate, even though everyone else would sympathize with? That's a good question. I wish I had prepped for this before now.
I hate it. Everybody else likes.
You had 4 hours.
I
You
didn't
had more
read it
time
till
than us.
now.
Yeah. I'm just learning this now.
Yeah, we've had 12 seconds at this point. Somebody I hate more. I don't know. That's a really good question. Who gets on my nerves? That's usually where it starts from. Like, what character gets on my nerves? None. I like all. Yeah. I don't know.
Shit. I really
Oh, I
wish
got
had-
one.
Oh, tell us, Terry.
And I had to Google it. So, but one character that everybody hated on Game of Thrones was Ramsay Bolton.
Oh, yeah.
And I loved Ramsay. I thought he was very
that's
well acted,
concerning.
very
I'm
well
hardcore
played.
judging you
The
right
guy
now.
who with the penises? He would
That's-
eat
Yeah, the
penises?
penis cutter.
That's
the
wildly
sausage man.
concerning.
Yeah,
But when he cooked the sausage and it wasn't,
a penis.
that was a good joke.
That's a good joke.
Got to give it to
It's
him.
a good bit.
Now, I'm not going to lie. Also, that guy outside of Game of the Thrones
Game of the Thrones.
Game of Thrones is a cute little Irish like folk singer.
Yeah.
So the two of them together is funny. If you ever get a chance, watch that that
penis
spoof. Yeah, watch the penis eating, but also the spoof about how Chris, the guy from the band, was trying to make a musical of Game of Thrones, and Ramsay in it is very funny.
Chris Martin from Coldplay.
Yes.
Yeah,
Funny.
I saw that.
But also, that was the opposite of the question.
What do you mean? I like him and everyone hates him.
No, it's
No,
supposed to be the reverse.
everyone
likes
hates.
them. Everyone
Oh,
likes
wait,
them.
no, wait. Yeah. Have you ever hated a character that everyone else liked?
So you did the flip flop of that.
Oh.
Yeah. I can't think of any.
Rory Gilmore.
I think we've all turned on
Yeah,
Rory
I feel like
over
we've
the
all
years.
quickly turned on Roy, but
There's been a
that's
lot
good
of
one.
videos of like Rory sucks.
I mean,
but I felt that way while watching
I've
it.
been on that train for a really
Yeah,
long time.
same.
Like basically from Logan on.
Yeah,
Like
I was like, oh man,
no.
she's kind of awful.
yeah.
Yeah.
Love the show. Great stuff.
Love it. But yeah, ooh, that's a good one.
I can only think of like stuff that I think there's a lot of characters that don't get. I think this is probably a really good topic for a larger conversation, but there are absolutely characters, specifically actors, that crush it so much you hate them
Yeah.
because they're doing their job that well. Actually, I think that's a decent conversation to have. To this day, I think it's hilarious that my mom hates Meryl Streep.
Meryl Streep
Hates her
from.
because of Kramer versus Kramer.
I've never seen that.
She is a mother that abandons her children, and Dustin Hoffman has to raise them alone.
Oh, I hate her.
I
And
want
she
him
comes
back.
But she's so good in the role.
Yeah.
My mother viscerally hates her,
Interesting.
and that has carried on to other movies and other shows. And I'm like, Mom, that means she's excellent at her job.
yeah.
Right.
That you
Yeah.
were that invested in her as a fictional character to just like carry it forward forever. And so like I think there's probably good examples of that. Yeah.
That's fun. I remember
anyway.
there was a scene like that back in Amazing Spider-Man when Todd McFarlane was drawing it, and I think Todd McFarlane was drawing it, but Mary Jane Watson was a soap opera actress, and this old woman comes up to her on the street, and she thinks she's about to like do a signature or whatever for this old woman, and the old woman slaps her directly in the face and yells at her for something her character did,
Oh my god.
Cool.
and then walks off.
That was my
Not
mom.
not realizing
It was
That was my mom.
it's acting. Yeah.
Yeah, no,
beautiful.
Yeah.
Nope.
You
Oh.
bring you with it.
We do have one more email from Pink Apocalypse. Thematic trauma rites of passage.
Have you heard this yet?
No.
Okay.
Oi! She says. Boomers were fed a furry dose of trauma when they watched Old Yeller for the first time. Praised by everyone, including Time Magazine, which approved of the traditional Disney insistence that boys should act like men. It was a different, sociopathically gendered time. The message of personal responsibility was fine, but when Travis took aim and shot that dog, it was like pulling a bullet in reflexive emotions. Bury feelings deep and don't allow yourself to truly process anything, much less express it. It might affect your billable hours.
Is that not what
That's
we're
now you're supposed to get?
supposed to
Yeah.
do?
Or worse, a crazy desire to suggest we restrict capitalism instead of sex. Gen X children got our own emotional horror, while real men were on the screen killing, well, anyone who wasn't white, straight, and American. We collectively began checking out from the disconnect between what boomers claimed was reality versus what we actually lived. Young boy Bastion has no parents around, gets chastised for daydreaming, hides in a bookstore to avoid getting the shit kicked out of him by bullies, and ends up in a never-ending story. When he tries and fails to save Artax, who literally dies from depression...
Yeah.
It's a metaphor. A vain attempt to desperately rescue sinking unions and pensions on their last air bubble sold out by boomers for the 30 pieces of silver. Or whatever the precise value was on the 11 years of retirement I lost last week when my previous employer's stock crashed and closed. Bloop! I largely began disconnecting from mainstream pop culture movie watching in the mid-1990s forward, and even today, the vast majority of what I watch is from the 40s through the 80s. My question is, did millennials have some sort of animal-based cinematic trauma they collectively experienced, or had entertainment become too diffused across too many platforms for such a collective experience to be possible? Gen X may be even more unlikely. I would say it must be a real animal death and animated work doesn't count. But I'd be aggressively challenged or canceled for having the gall to establish even the most rudimentary of definitions. Our culture doesn't allow those anymore. Full disclosure, I have been drinking. Apologies for incoherence. All praise spell check.
If this is your drunk rambling,
I love it.
It's like thesis level worthy. I have one. Do you have one?
It's not an animal, but the collective trauma as a millennial that I think, movie and book wise, that first came to my mind. Bridge to Terabithia.
Oh,
Tell me more.
we're too old for that.
Yeah.
Go
Bridge
on.
to Terabithia. Spoiler alert. This young boy, I think he moves to a new town, meets his neighbor Leslie, and they come up with this imaginary land, and it's a beautiful fantasy land, and like The book, to me, I was very in my Harry Potter stage. I was in 4th grade when we read the book, and it was very much like Harry Potter. They would swing across a rope swing, go to a magical land. And then one day the boy and the girl, and they get in a fight, and the boy doesn't meet her to go on the rope swing, which is what they call the bridge to Terabithia. And the rope breaks. She hits her head on a rock, and she drowns.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's
And
basically My Girl.
Jesus.
It's our
I
My
was
Girl.
going to say
And-
My Girl.
It's our My Girl.
yes,
I
yes, it's very similar to
I
My
was
Girl,
going to say
which
My Girl.
But that-
everyone that's 10 years younger than me has the same.
shocked me in 4th grade. I cried in the classroom. We all cried in the classroom. Nobody saw it coming. It was very sudden. And then it suddenly became this whole thing where Josh Hutchinson's character, who's the name in the book, I forget his name,
Chad.
but he thinks that she went to hell because the last conversation they had is that she didn't go to church and didn't believe in God. So he's like thinking that she's burning in hell for
Oh my
dying and
God.
drowning in the. And
Well, I
his
mean,
dad has to explain to him, like, no,
he's-
buddy, I think that's okay. Like,
He's right.
Yeah. So
Anyway.
she's still there.
Has
now.
she
She's
been,
still
wait,
there.
has she
It's
been
eternity.
baptized?
Yeah.
Because
No.
if not, then she still is living with original sin. She's in hell.
That's
Yeah.
was part of the book, I'm pretty sure.
That's where is that where the bridge
First
went?
Thing that I thought of, animal wise. Well, now I'm thinking of all animated ones. I'm thinking of The Land Before Time.
Land Before Time, Lion King. These
Lion
are all
King
easy
was on
pulls.
my
Look,
mind.
Yeah.
I'm kind of proud of my pull.
All right, tell me your poll. Maybe I forgot about it.
I wrote this email. Do you even remember it?
Nope.
Okay, cool. The only millennial movie I can think of that has a traumatic animal death that's not animated that you can make a larger statement about the culture is, drumroll, John Wick.
Ah.
The idea that the manifestation of a man's entire ability to express emotions is channeled into a tiny dog, and for that dog to be murdered in such a way that precipitates the brutal death of hundreds of people, as well as an entire global infrastructure with hundreds of years of history. A much smarter person than me could probably put thousands of words of think pieces together relating that John Wick movies to the topics like fragility of masculinity, entrenched power structures, passed down generational violence, and tech oligarch-esque villains manipulating from on high. It's a little Gen Z, a little millennial, a dash of boomer, and Gen Alpha will only ever choose the violence as a takeaway.
Damn.
I was very proud of that. Because I think that hits
Nice.
all of her check boxes
Yeah.
of like, it's on the surface an animal death that's brutal, but then also like, what is the potential cultural themes like Artex of like, you know, all your
Holy
investments are
shoot.
lost.
Oh my gosh. Bravo.
That was pretty good. I
Yeah,
think
that's great.
That was
Make it
very
a
good.
short.
Yep.
Yeah,
Do
that was
it.
good.
And
On
then
it.
we'll
I
have-
already wrote it down.
And then we'll have everybody angry about me being like, it's just a fucking dog, or like, yeah, but it's cool with the guns. I'm like, guys, it still is those things.
Yeah.
It's still
It is
could
pretty
be
cool.
all of
Yeah.
those
And it is
things,
a dog.
everyone.
Yeah, but there is another one
Oh, what's the other one?
that is very millennial.
No, go.
Harry Potter's owl.
Oh, I don't care about that at all.
Hedwig.
Did he get it?
Yeah,
What did
he
do?
gets
What, did Harry
shot
Potter
in the
eat
face
it, or
for
what
no
happened?
reason.
There were so many deaths
Trying
in,
to use a different bathroom.
in that.
Oh,
Sorry.
nice.
Fuck J.K. Rowling.
I look, I read the books and watched the movies. There are so many out of nowhere deaths in the last book. Hedwig doesn't even fucking register for me.
Yeah, I forgot.
Hedwig's book.
He's an animal.
Hedwig's death is more traumatic in the book.
Yeah. In the movie, it's just like, oh yeah.
In the movie, it's
he's on a bike,
quick
let's
thing.
rock.
In the book, she's still in her cage, and Harry has to like hold her still, and like he has to decide between like he's about to fall out of the motorcycle thing, and he has to like drop her to the ground, basically.
See, for me, it's the rabbit in what was that movie? The
Fatal Attraction?
Fatal Attraction. the boiled rabbit.
No one will get that.
Nope. Ask your grandparents what Fatal Attraction was. Christopher St. Salzy Goodnight's in the chat saying, "Let me be clear. Everyone acts like Howard is an innocent victim / bystander in the Breaking Bad / Better Call Saul universe. And I think he is as big a villain as Chuck, who I loathe. What's more traumatic, Artex from Neverending Story or Nina Alexander
No.
from Fullmetal
No.
Alchemist?
Is that the meme everyone shows with the cat
Yep.
lady?
And the dog?
Not the
dog
cat.
thing?
Nope, it's a dog. And
I don't care.
All right.
I don't
know it. Yeah,
I don't know if my siblings are watching, but my brother and sister, Brian and Barbara, hi, if you are. We're
Brian
going to bring
and
up
Barbara.
some trauma. They were trying to get me into anime, and I did very much enjoy Fullmetal Alchemist, but so there's Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood. Similar story from what I understand, but different sequences of episodes. So they had told me to watch Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood. And this very traumatic episode happens sooner in Brotherhood than in regular Fullmetal Alchemist. So they did not give me time to prepare for this. And we still have like screenshots of a very funny text chain when I'm like, guys, I'm watching this episode. It seems really cute. There's a dog and a little girl. And it seems like everything's great. And then like them being like, no! Like, oh my God! Don't, yeah.
And they're like merged.
Do me a favor.
And then begging for
Don't.
death.
Oh,
Nope.
never mind.
Sorry.
I was gonna say don't spoil it.
Sorry.
I've seen this meme, but I never know what it's about. And I'm like,
It's
oh, I'd like
bad.
to see this.
It's bad. There's more to it.
Oh, great.
Yeah.
There's more sads.
There's way,
More sads to be
it's
had?
worse. It's worse.
Wonderful.
Whatever you're thinking, it's worse.
Oh no.
I'm traumatized by both those deaths, so I can't even choose. Hard
I'm
text for me.
sorry you were told to watch the bad one first, says Saint Saucy.
Are you calling her siblings liars? Because
They thought it
probably
was the
are.
one that I would like the best, and
Yeah.
Oh,
it
so
just
they
says
don't-
about me as a person.
I was gonna say they don't respect you.
So
Fair, honestly.
we've done the intro.
Yeah.
We've done the emails.
Yeah.
We've read from the chat.
Yeah.
Now is the portion of the
Crushing
show where we ask each other, "Hey, what's poppin'?
Hey.
What's
Okay.
poppin'?
What's
Yeah.
poppin'?
Hey,
What's poppin'?
hey,
Who
hey,
wants to
Noel.
go first? Yeah, I got a couple.
You've got physical stuff.
I got a couple. Okay.
So,
Um,
Alice, what was poppin' for you this week?
I want to talk about Alice's.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So Alice, no.
I have finally started watching this show. You may have heard of it.
Nope.
Called Twin Peaks.
The fuck is that?
Based on Noel's recommendation, I watched
That
Twin Peaks.
sounds like a porn.
Well, yeah, I watched that too.
It's Twin Cheeks.
Ah,
You're thinking Twin
That was
Cheeks.
Short.
Bravo.
Blah, blah, blah.
This is what
Continue.
happens when you give us sugar and we haven't seen each other in a month.
Or Twin
Um,
Teats? No, Twin Cheeks.
Twin Cheeks was
Twin
good.
Cheeks.
Twin
That was
Cheeks
clutch.
is it.
I mean, the peaks also count.
Right. With peaks and cheeks.
That's a
I would
different
like
one.
I would like to peek at those cheeks.
Hey,
Let's stop. Continue. Go.
Peaky Cheeky.
you got 5 more seconds for the short?
And go.
So I started watching Twin Peaks,
Uh-huh.
not Twin Cheeks, and I am absolutely obsessed. I love how corny and quirky it is, and just like oh my God. I actually love the tonal shifts. I know you were like,
Yeah.
you like gave me a heads up about them.
Yeah.
I love it. There was a bit I was watching. I literally started it last night. I'm like 7 or 8 episodes in.
That's crazy.
I don't sleep.
You're a crazy person.
We knew this.
Oh, yeah.
And I also had a half day at work today. So I took some time and I was home doing stuff and
Sounds
watching
awesome.
this. Yeah, it was.
Do you watch it sober,
I was gonna
free of all
I have, yes.
intoxicants?
But then
Okay.
last night I had 2 glasses of wine while I was watching it, and I was cracking up at one bit.
What episode?
I forget the episode number, but
It was when they found the
Cooper-
corpse.
Yeah, that was the
That's
funniest bit.
hilarious.
As soon as it opened,
Yeah, they just
dead girl
crying.
wrapped in
Yeah.
plastic.
Like-
Hilarious.
Yeah, that's the
Um,
punchline.
Glad it's not me.
They're in a field, and he's like, "I'm gonna grab these rocks and throw them at this jug when I say a name," and that's who like the suspect is. But like, I was laughing at the fact that there was just a chalkboard in the middle of the woods. Nobody was questioning it. He had
Oh,
like all
yeah.
of his stuff written out. He had a map of Tibet. He was explaining Tibet to them.
Okay, so this isn't episode 1, right?
No,
And
it
I
was
think
like
I've only
like
seen
7 or
1
8.
episode. Okay.
I think it was like 4 or 5. And I was just laughing to myself. I'm like, there's a chalkboard in the woods. Nobody cares.
Look.
There was a table next to him full of like 35 donuts.
And,
Not
like-
brought up. Nobody brought it up. There were just donuts next to him.
They're all placed out too.
Yes.
Yeah.
They're all like
It's-
individually placed out. And I was just like, this is brilliant and so quirky and funny. And like, or there's an episode where he goes to a vet's office and there's just an alpaca.
Yeah.
And he like, there's a scene where he's just staring at the alpaca for a minute.
There's-
And he's like, we got to find this murdered girl.
70 to 80% of the show is vibes.
It's
And,
vibes.
and the vibes are great.
Mm-hmm.
And then all of a sudden it'll shift to that's wildly fucked up.
It's super fucked
And
up.
then it'll immediately shift back to vibes. It's
but
very great.
connecting back to 2 things we've brought up already. 2 characters from Gilmore Girls are in it.
Oh,
Yeah.
What? Who?
They're not
Characters or actors?
actors.
Okay, that'd be weird if like Lorelai
Um,
Gilmore just shows up.
What is Christopher's wife name? Who's Gigi's mom? She's in it as Shelley Johnson.
That tracks.
And then
I could see that actress in
This
there.
actress played 2 different roles in Gilmore Girls. First, she was Jess's dad's girlfriend,
Yeah,
and then she ends up being Luke's ex, April's mom.
April's mom. Yeah.
But they're both in
Oh no
Twin
kidding.
Peaks, and I
I
was like,
don't
oh my
remember.
god,
Oh,
2
that's
from
neat. I love when that happens.
When you get to my experience with Twin Peaks, the first season's only like 12 or 10.
Yeah, I
12 or
think I'm like
13
almost done
episodes.
with it.
You
yeah.
just did your watch of it last year.
Yeah,
you're fresh
Sam,
on it,
Sam
yeah.
and I had tried starting it like 2 or 3 times, didn't watch any of it, And then in 2017, I don't know, whenever The Return came out,
According to that
I was
place
like, I'm going to watch that. Only.
Oh.
So
Love it.
so
Great idea.
I started watching The Return.
No idea what's
Had
going on.
no idea what the hell was going
You're like,
on.
why is there a chalkboard
But
in the
it's-
woods and donuts?
But it's not that cute. I was gonna suggest when you get there, don't watch it on anything because you will just have nightmares. The tone shifts so far in one direction to it being almost like a 10-hour tone poem. It's a very weird fucking show.
Okay.
But by then
I'm
you're
excited,
so
but-
invested that you're like, okay.
yeah, you're like,
Yeah,
all
I
right,
mean,
give it
you
to me.
could, like it could be just like all of a sudden it's in black and white. Someone's finger painting with blood upside down in a room, and you're like, all right, well, where are you taking me, David?
All right, David.
yeah,
David
it's
Lynch,
just-
let's go.
But yeah. So we started it last year,
Mm-hmm.
and we just kind of fell in the rabbit hole and ended up watching the first 2 seasons in like a week and a half, 2 weeks,
I'm
and then
so
immediately
excited.
watched the movie, which is like season 1.5.
Okay.
Well,
2.5?
0.5, 1.5. No, because it's half prequel, half not. So half of
Okay.
it happens before the season 1 even starts, and some of it happens. Some of
Okay.
it's referenced afterwards,
Oh my god.
and then most of that shit doesn't even get picked up until
oh my god. All right. yeah.
It's really really cool. But
The vibes are what I'm in for, and I also just love in the first episode. I love an old school morgue scene.
yeah, you should visit it.
Old school
Inside the
morgue
Morgue.
scene. Yeah.
But there is something I will say about the second season. It suffers from old school television. It feels like they had a plan and then they had to extend it because there's like a second case that happens and it is not nearly as engrossing.
Interesting.
So you're
Okay.
there for the vibes, no longer the mystery, and then it's just like, all right, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I like these people, so I'll hang out, but it does not have the same kind of like shine.
Gotcha.
And it's not until afterwards that it really comes
I'll
back.
tell you, there's a lot of TV experience that I have where the plot is secondary to me to just vibing with the characters.
I'm vibing with characters.
First
I'm
season of
obsessed
Twin
with Twin
Peaks,
Peaks.
though, it's like
I want to be there.
level.
Neck and
They
neck.
are both like
Yeah.
the people, and then also what the fuck is happening?
Yeah.
I love that.
It swaps a little
So
bit.
you went and you started with The Return.
I started with The Return, watched
Yeah.
all of it, could not stop. Then went back, tried the show, only watched like 2 episodes of it, and then 10 years later,
Yeah.
with my wife, we watched all of it in order.
I love that. I remember
Uh,
you telling us about that journey.
Yeah, I
It seemed
basically
fun.
watched it backwards.
I saw Fire Walk with Me in the movie theater,
With
having
no
not
con-
seen any episodes of this show.
You know what? I think it could have worked.
Yeah.
I think it could have because
I mean, it's its own thing.
It's its own weird
but yeah,
thing,
yeah.
but it has no answers because that's
Yeah.
what the show is for.
Yep.
Yeah.
Walked out like
I was gonna say
with a
something.
question mark over my head.
Oh, speaking of your mom and Meryl Streep,
Yeah.
I
Speaking of
have
your
an
mom.
actress who I just learned that I like her character where she played a bad person is so stuck in my mind. She's also in Twin Peaks. Piper Laurie is in Twin
Oh,
Peaks.
yeah.
And she's Margaret White
Yeah.
in Carrie. She's Carrie White's mom.
Yeah.
And I clocked her immediately, and I was just like, anyway, she's not a great person in Twin Peaks either. But I was just like,
She's good though.
like,
she's good. in
she's a
Carrie.
great actress because
Yeah.
I'm still
I
traumatized from her in Carrie.
And what's his name? The boyfriend on the motorcycle that sings like crap.
James Early is the character
James?
name. Yeah, James.
45-year-old man. 45-year-old man playing a 16-year-old.
Classic.
It like
Yeah.
it's not even like he's a 45-year-old man.
So you recommend it?
Yeah.
Should I do it?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think you
I need
should.
to restart again.
I think
I
you should.
watched one episode like 2 years ago.
By the time the return happens too, like the what's the name of the bar?
The Law? Or no, which one? There's One Eye Jacks.
The Bang Bang sign.
Oh, shoot.
Anyway.
The Roadhouse.
yeah, the
Roadhouse.
There's in the return, everyone wanted to do something, so every episode either starts or ends with a big name actor or a big name band playing a song for like 4 or 5 minutes, and they made that its own soundtrack. So it's basically like
fun.
9 Inch Nails,
That's-
Eddie Vedder, the Chromatics and stuff.
Limp
Nice.
Bizkit.
Limp Bizkit.
Limp Bizkit, two
On a
tracks.
scale of 1 to
One to how many
Bizkits
Limp
of 10.
Bizkits?
7. Anyway, Twin Peaks, 1990 to 91, 1992, and 2017. I think all of it's on Paramount Plus.
Yeah, pretty
The
sure
movie
it is.
may not be because it's Criterion, and that's not. It was released on Criterion, but I don't think it's Paramount Studios, so it might be on a different streamer.
Bummer.
I'm not entirely
we'll
sure.
We'll figure it out.
Yeah.
But you're going to do it in order, and we'll find it for you if we have to.
But hey, Noel.
Yeah.
I'm going to skip mine. What's one thing that was popping for you this week?
Only one?
It's 8:30 already.
Well, I'll get through them really fast. It's okay. I watched one battle after another. It's wonderful. I think it's overhyped, and it's just really, really, really solid with great performances.
Paul Thomas Anderson?
Paul Thomas Anderson, Leonardo
PT.
DiCaprio, Chase Infinity, Tiana Tiana, and Tiana Taylor, and guy that smokes all the time.
Sean Penn.
Sean Penn, thank you. Really, really good, beautiful movie.
Benicio del
huge.
Great.
Benicio del Toro is really great in it too. Just a couple small beers. It's about an ex-revolutionary who 20 years later is back on the grid and he has a daughter. That's it. Very simple. He is a fried stoner, remembers nothing about what he's supposed to do if things go sour.
Oh.
So a very
That's
large
pretty
part of
funny.
the plot is how useless he is.
Yeah.
And it's almost Chaplin-esque about how he just kind of keeps failing forward, trying to do the right thing. It's a character that you keep wanting to be heroic, and he's just wildly incapable of it, just tactically.
Was he originally capable of it? He's just lost it?
To
or
a
is
degree.
he just...
Like
was it mostly his girlfriend? That
he was the munitions guy, so he was really just the bomb guy, not
see.
the action
the
man.
planner?
But then he's thrust into a situation where he has to raise this kid alone and hide off the grid. And when things go, he's simple things like passwords. He's like, I don't know the fucking password. Yeah, like never used a cell phone because he's been living off the grid. Just really wonderful stuff.
I really want to see it.
It's a really wonderful movie, and it's probably the most accessible Paul Thomas Anderson movie since Boogie Nights. Have you seen Boogie Nights?
I haven't.
Holy
That's a good
shit.
one. That's one I actively want to rewatch. I haven't
Yeah,
seen
me
it
too.
since the theater.
Movie night.
But
Movie night.
One Battle After Another is wonderful. We also watched Jay Kelly. Weird movie. It's on Netflix.
Right.
It's written and directed by Noah Baumbach. He co-wrote it with Emily Mortimer.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh.
She's in it for like a hot second.
Cool.
But yeah, she co-wrote
I
it.
like her.
What's his name? Beautiful man.
Batman.
Clooney.
Yeah, George Clooney.
Batman. Yeah, George Clooney.
Yeah, beautiful man.
Yeah.
He's
Actor.
a rich actor who is like reassessing his life and all the terrible choices he's made. It is a there's elements of magical realism. It is a slice of life movie about figuring it out in old age if what your choices were they worth it. Wonderful idea, story. The acting is spectacular, especially Adam Sandler, the only
Wow.
character that you like really feel for. But it's impossible to truly care because everyone in the movie is so fucking privileged in every single way possible that you're like, I recognize these emotions and you're hitting these emotions and they feel real, but you're also in a spatial, beautiful villa being honored by a film festival and paparazzi. Like it's very difficult to like really put yourself in their shoes because it is such a exalted,
Because you couldn't even afford their
prestigious-
socks.
basically.
Yeah.
So on one hand you're just like you're going through it with Jay, and then you're also like he's fucking his own life up, and I don't feel sorry for him.
Yeah.
And I think that's the point. So it's very much like
Is
a
that
Meryl
an answer
Streep
to
thing.
St. Sauce's
Yep.
question from earlier?
What?
Character that people like, and you're just like, this guy.
I feel like I'm not the maybe. Yeah. Jay Kelly's movies garbage.
Fictional actor.
The last thing I watched was City on Fire from 1987, directed by Ringo Lamb, starring Chow Yun Fat.
Media.
It's not
Oh, this
John
is-
Woo.
It's not a John Wooski?
No, it's Ringo
Oh.
Lamb, one of the other three like big names.
Oh, interesting.
All of these Hong Kong cinema classic noir movies from the 80s it's clicked for me. They're rom-coms. They're rom-coms.
Go on.
They're heterosexual platonic rom-coms, almost always about a crook with a heart of gold and or a undercover cop with a heart of gold becoming best friends with who should be their natural enemy, and then they have to choose between their friendship and or the law and or crime and or
that's
dying.
lovely.
And it always ends in tragedy. So they're either rom-coms and or romantic tragedies, and the balletic violence and stuff might as well be a musical. So like they are very happy, wonderful little things with lots of violence. It was a great movie.
Ko is an undercover cop on one last job assigned to infiltrate a gang of jewel thieves committing armed robberies across Hong Kong. When another police officer is killed in the line of duty during one of the gang's heists, Ko finds himself caught in the crossfire between the police force desperate to catch the culprits at any cost and the trigger-happy thieves who begin to smell a rat in their midst. As the bullets fly and the body count rises, Ko's only hope for survival might be his burgeoning friendship with weary gang member Fu.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, a marked influence on Quentin Tarantino's Reservoir Dogs, Lamb's gritty and dynamic crime thriller has been restored from the original negative and is finally unleashed on home video.
Unleashed.
Great movie.
City on Fire. I want to watch it.
Yeah, great movie. I don't know if you want to talk real quick about what you finished that we've all talked about already.
Welcome to Derry was popping for me this week. Came out this year, and it is a prequel to It Chapter 1. And it takes little sprinklings here and there from the It novel. And it is bigger and crazier than I thought it would be, having been a prequel. And I think it's pretty good.
Did you cry? Yeah, I cried so much. I sent you pictures.
You did send me pictures.
I
Did I
sent
cry?
I sent an email.
I didn't.
I cried a lot.
I don't think I cried.
It was a
I
little.
just cry a lot in
I
general.
cried during Stranger Things.
It was a
I
little bit
cried
of
during
a
that one
little
too.
bit of a fist pump with that one little kid doing the one little thing. During during the overly long climax of that.
Yeah.
Like it took them 45 minutes, I think, to
slow
push
motion
a stunt.
running. Yeah.
It was like 45 minutes of slow motion running.
Yeah.
Like Pennywise was either, I think he was 400 yards away.
Yeah.
Yeah, 400 yards
Yeah.
away. Yeah, it was.
Took forever.
Yeah.
But I think it was pretty good. It was not as good as I think It Chapter 1 or even It Chapter 2, but I think it did a really solid show as a prequel. I was surprised at how effective it was. I didn't expect much from it, but even at its peak, I was still like, this is pretty good. As opposed to Stranger Things, which I have an active like next. This one was, oh right, I should finish Welcome to Derry. It took me way too long. So yeah.
What did you think of the? I talked with Alice about this. The military subplot.
I liked it.
Yeah.
I liked it. I don't think it was as engaging as it could have been, but I also feel like it was necessary. I liked its addition. I think without it, the show would have felt a little breezier.
I liked
its addition.
I liked all of it until it was revealed what it actually was, and I think that was the stupidest thing in the world.
Can we spoil that? Because I was watching the show waiting for the big revelation that pissed
I would like
Noel
to spoil
off.
it.
We're gonna spoil
Yeah,
just a little
so-
bit of the end of Welcome to Derry.
So the whole time the military is searching for these pillars or these ways to control this monster.
Yeah.
Great.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, it's like, oh yeah, we're gonna responsibly use it as a weapon or a deterrent. Awesome. But then it's a mustache twirling one general being like, no, we're gonna set it free. And that makes no fucking sense at all. In any like that, all of his superiors are like, you know what? Yeah, set it free. Like I could totally see all of those events still happening if it is just man trying to control a natural thing.
Yeah.
For it to become this weird mustache twirly, monologuing, weirdly out of character, I'm gonna set the world on fire to keep you safe. It did not work for me at all.
Didn't bother me.
And then it created all of these other like out of nowhere fake antagonists, like the native people, and like they're all like trying to help the kids do a thing, and then all of a sudden all of the military is shooting at them from across the water because they guess they knew that was the tree that they were going to go to. Like it just came out of nowhere. Like it felt like a hat on a hat when you were already engaged with these 5 kids and this thing trying to get it done. And I really didn't like it at all.
It didn't occur to me. It didn't bother me at all. And even as you're talking, it just makes me go, the government does dumb shit daily. And if it happens in a horror story like that, I don't blink.
But it was dumb enough to try and control it.
Yeah.
I think it was an active choice to almost make it dumber to be they literally are choosing to hurt. Most of the time, hang on. Most of the time, the government in those situations is not thinking about how it can hurt and does it. We're put in a situation where, hey, we're going to let all of these people actively die and suffer because we think that, or because it was only the one guy talking, I think it's
Dexter's
going
dad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Harry.
I think it's going to help America
Yeah.
to unleash an ancient evil
Yeah.
across the world.
An eater of worlds.
That was like, I don't know. It felt like a antagonism that the show already had, and they just twisted it to make it
Worse.
improbable.
Sure.
Like in the context,
Okay.
I feel it's incredibly probable for them to do things poorly and not listen to others. Great, but then he had a whole monologue about how he knew, and he's doing it willingly, and you're just like,
And that tracks for me perfectly. That doesn't sound like any that it sounds like the government to me.
yeah, sure.
I mean, I understand. I understand what you're saying. It just, I was like, what's the thing he doesn't? What's the thing that he found like crazy?
I think the acting in best intentions that is fucking awful is more
Engaging.
Well, engaging. It's also more understandable in regards to this character you spent 9 episodes with, and then all of a
Who
sudden
seems kind of cool.
and then he just immediately turns to full on villain. Not even like, don't you understand what we're trying to do? He no, he turns into full on villain, and it just felt so wrong.
Okay.
Whereas everything that happened could have been achieved
Still
in the
happened,
exact same way
Yeah.
if it was just white men trying to control what they don't understand.
Yeah.
Which to me is more tragic
Yeah.
than just, I'm the evil government. Like, I don't know. Like,
Well, also, and I think this, it's not, I don't know if it's explicitly said in the series, but I think we've talked multiple times about Derry itself because of because of, I guess, her presence. Actually, Pennywise is a female. But because of Pennywise's presence in Derry itself from the soil up is affecting everyone there. Anyone who's there for too long gets affected, and they don't see things they don't want to see, or they are actively malicious, and there's like apathy just disappears, and people become worse. And so I don't know if that's the intention or not, but in my head, I can circle that by saying they're in Derry. Derry affects you just by being there.
I guess that wasn't that clear in the show.
No,
Like, if I'm just
I don't
watching
think
it
it
in the
was.
show. It's
Yeah.
more like a headcanon thing. And I would also have to believe that either he's lying to everyone else. Like, he has at least a historic context of Derry to maybe be affected that much. But he also has 500 men at his disposal that are also in that like same level of mustache twirly.
Also, I don't get. He's the kid in he's being chased in the forest by Pennywise.
Yeah.
I totally forgot that. Why does he? That is.
Why does he think that's a
A
solution?
good thing to let loose.
If anything, it's so. That's just
But
it.
he,
Like,
he even seems
con-
confused by his fate.
Yeah,
He approaches
he
Pennywise.
says he forgot when he comes back and he talks to Rose.
But he says he remembers everything.
he remembers
when he comes
everything
back.
clearer, quote unquote.
I could totally believe. This is something that scared the shit out of me. This is something that's powerful. Let's learn to control it for the next war.
Not just let it go.
I'm in. That makes perfect sense. We're going to save the world by making everyone fear again.
Right.
Fuck you. That makes no sense.
Okay. All right.
But other than that, it's a beautiful show.
Fun show.
Yeah.
Some of the CG was brutally bad.
That's
There's
true.
a sequence where they're all on their bikes riding through a graveyard.
It looked like Eddie Murphy's Haunted Mansion
Yeah,
movie.
Oh
it was.
my
I
God.
couldn't believe. I was like, "What am I looking at?"
Wow.
There's like sequences where they're on the bikes, and they're clearly just doing this on a bike, like they're
They
not
have the
writing
camera and they're
anything.
trying to get pictures.
Oh my
and-
God, I couldn't believe how bad the CG was. Yeah, it was like a Disney ride that you're actually on. Like not even like a movie of a Disney ride. You're on the Disney
ride.
Yeah. Anyway,
Yeah. So, sorry, I had
The chat
I had
mic,
to
where'd it go?
poke the bear in regards to. We haven't had a chance to talk about it since you finished it.
yeah, no, I appreciate it. There was Pink's in the chat. Hi, Pink. We can't see your chat right now, but hopefully we'll bring it up.
She said that she was really excited for me to experience Twin Peaks and that I'll never guess the killer and to stay off Wiki. And thank you for the warning because I have been looking up actors and what I recognize them from. Big Ed is the priest in Silver Bullet, by the way, if anybody was wondering, like I was about
course.
an hour before this.
But yes, you. Yeah. Don't read ahead
Okay.
Okay.
because
Okay.
you do that sometimes.
I do.
Yeah,
Yeah.
don't.
I
It's
do.
really fun. It's also not that long. Like,
I
it's
know.
not-
I've just been like looking up like different actors because I'm like, I recognize that face and I have to know where.
So tonight, as noted on the title of the episode and what we mentioned already before, we are finally closing out our special limited series, Missions Probable, because it's really not hard to watch 8 movies over the course of a year and a half.
Got a little hard.
Got a little harder during this one. But go on.
It was my fault because
No. Oh.
Ah.
I canceled a wedding.
Yay!
The
Put
night
it up,
before we
put
were
it up.
supposed to go see this movie.
Yeah.
Wait, can I tell a funny but not funny
Hell
story?
yeah, man.
Yeah.
JD already knows. So I was so we had plans to go Friday night when this movie came out.
In
40,
IMAX.
IMAX 40X. And then I had the audacity to go through a breakup the night before and cancel a wedding and
Would have been a good distraction, but go on.
I was a weepy mess, as you both saw. But the night before,
Lights go down.
we were watching, my ex and I were watching Mission Impossible 7. Thank you. And literally halfway through the movie, we paused it. And that's when the discussion and breakup happened.
Do you remember the scene? What? Everyone's
It
thinking
it was exactly halfway through the movie. And then I finished the movie the next morning at your house when I was hanging out with you and Sam.
Yeah.
Who's my wife?
Ah!
Nice.
Oh. I don't remember the scene.
Fuck.
I don't remember
okay.
the scene. But then,
Relive your trauma.
oh yeah, well,
Close your eyes.
I got more. I got more coming.
Take us there.
Yeah.
So then this time, I was watching this movie on Monday.
Oh, that's right.
You get halfway through this movie, almost exactly again, and my mom calls. So I paused the movie, and it's not funny. One of my cats died,
Oh, that's right. I'm so sorry.
and so I
These
literally,
movies are cursed for you.
texted JD. I'm like, I can't watch
So-
these movies anymore.
I get a text 7:20 p.m. Monday. Okay, so I think the Mission Impossible movies are cursed for me. Last time I got halfway through one, I broke off an engagement. Tonight I'm halfway through the next one, and my mom calls to tell me that one of our cats died. Laughing so I don't cry. LOL. Hilarious.
Have some skip stuff.
So anyway,
Sugar through
I
the
finished
pain.
the movie that night. JD came over and gave me a hug, and then I watched the rest of the movie. And anyway, we're here. So
Mission Impossible: The Final Reckoning, 2025, written by Christopher McQuarrie and Eric Jenderson,
Yenderson.
directed by Christopher McQuarrie. Cast: Tom Cruise, Haley Atwell, Simon Pegg, Ving Rhames, Isai Morales, Hannah Waddington, Angela Bassett, Nick Offerman, Palm Clementieff, Katie O'Brien, Tremel Tillman, Shea Wiggum, Greg Tarzan Davis, Rolf Saxon, and more.
more.
A lot of guest stars in this one.
Ethan Hunt and his IMF team embarks on a high-stakes mission to track down a formidable artificial intelligence known as
The Entity.
the Entity. That's the first time we're going to say it tonight. Every time we say the Entity, take a drink.
Eat a nerd.
Which has successfully infiltrated global intelligence networks and poses an unprecedented threat. We will talk about the audience, like some reviews and stuff later, but I will say Rotten Tomato overall aggregated score 80%, audience 88%, Metacritic 67, Cinema Score A-. We haven't done this
Surprising to me.
we haven't done this in a while, so I will remind you what those are. Aggregate, all reviews together, aggregate score. Metacritic is the same kind of metric. It's just in digit. And then Cinema Score is surveys from actual theater moviegoers after seeing it, and they rate it. So that Cinema Score usually has to do with also not just the content of the movie, the experience they had in the theater.
Oh,
So it's usually pretty weighted. So even if it's like not a great movie, if there wasn't fucked up overall,
yeah.
they'll give it a better score. It's usually kind of weighted high.
When we went to see it, there was a fire alarm and we all had to vacate the theater.
About 20 minutes
you
in.
sent me a selfie from it.
That's
Yeah,
right.
about 20 minutes in, there was a fire alarm, so we had to vacate. Then
It
we
was
got
kind of
back
cursed
in.
for you too.
Yeah, so then it was like 15, 20 minutes before they let us back in. They let us back in, and they rewound it. So this 2-hour and 50-minute movie was like a 4-hour movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Felt it.
Anyway, we're going to talk about some of the fun shit that happened in Mission Impossible.
The Final Reckoning.
Sorry, Mission Impossible Final Reckoning. So, I'm going to do a couple of reminders about Part 7 and not die. In January 2019, it was announced that MI7 and MI8 would shoot back-to-back with Christopher McQuarrie returning to write and direct both. This was going to be the first time in the franchise that they would explicitly plan for and set up a sequel. Before now, it's just been like the next one, then we'll figure out the next one, then we'll figure out the next one. But they were like, this is going to be the grand finale for the time being. 2-movie planned. Let's do it all at once.
Yeah.
So after nearly 30 years, heavily rumored to be the last of the MI movies. As we talked about during the last mission episode, which is episode 127. Go
Thank
back
you.
and check it out.
Thank you.
Wrote that down.
Nice.
Productions of these movies did not go as planned.
What?
Yeah, quick recap. Production of MI7 started February 2020. And it ended September 2021. That's 19 months of start and stop of principal photography. For those that don't know, usually a movie this big would be maybe 3 to 6 months of principal photography. But because of COVID shutdowns, the budget ballooned exponentially. And from what I understand, that is also largely because they were paying crews for continued work during all closures.
Yeah.
So what was supposed to be a $150 million movie ended up being a $250 to $300 million movie. Because of this, Paramount halted production, and they're like, look, do you have the 7th movie? We're going to stop. We're going to develop that. Then you go back and finish Mission 8.
Yeah.
So they started filming Mission 8 in March of... in earnest, started filming Mission 8 in March 2022, 4 months before Mission 7 even got to screens. I say in earnest because these movies were conceived together. So they were already doing previs and stunt work and some things, preparation for some action scenes that were going to happen in 8 for 7. So it's a whole mishmash. And that's why when you read articles about like how expensive these movies were, it's very difficult to really kind of segment them together because there are some things that they invested in during the filming of 7 that were used for 8 and vice versa. So like those budgets just kind of fall together.
Yeah.
Let's just assume it cost $500 million plus for both of these movies.
Yeah.
And both of them made their money back. So,
Right.
Yay. So it started in March 2022. 4 months before it hit theaters. However, photography for that movie was suspended in July 2023 because of the SAG-AFTRA strikes that lasted 4 months. So started in March 2022, suspended in March 2023, suspended in July, and then didn't resume until the following year in March. So that was a 7-month gap of having to close down production during that, which again, whenever they could, they continued to pay people that were out of work.
That's
because
very cool.
SAG was striking, but the other unions associated with the film crew weren't. So
Right.
it was like they did what they could.
Right.
So production resumed and finally concluded in November of 2024. So for those counting, that's 32 months
Oh my gosh.
of principal photography, technically,
That's
with all gaps and stuff
insane.
in between. They shot in
Nearly 3
England,
years.
Malta, South Africa, and Norway. So part 7, 19 months. Part 8, 32 months.
Jesus Christ.
There's 5 years of making 2 movies.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, 5 years making 2 movies. But this was originally just supposed to be like, let's save money by filming them back to back.
Yeah.
And it ended
Whoops.
up being 2 of some of the most expensive productions in Hollywood history.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
So yeah, that's pretty great. Incredibly expensive films, estimated as high as $300 million for Final Reckoning alone. Even taking into account marketing and advertising costs, it technically recouped its expenses. I'll get into the numbers later, but that's 6 years of production, and that's wild. So, a quick key of words that may not make sense until we talk about them in context. The Sevestival.
Oh yeah.
That's the submarine they're looking for. The Podcova.
Podcova.
So fucking USB drive. No, it's an external hard drive.
Yeah.
Yay.
Podcova.
Have at it. And then the poison pill, which is a USB you plug into the Podcova.
Yeah.
But the way that these words are just thrown back and forth, I feel like there's parts in the script where it's just like the entity of the entity talked about the Podcova
Like
about
two
the
drinks.
entity. Yeah, it was just it is marble mouth.
Yeah.
Of a script.
So much
And,
up its own butt.
yeah, very up its own butt.
When JD came by after I told him how the movies were cursed for me, I had to pause. He was like, "What part are you at?" And I was like, "They're talking to a guy about what happened in the winter of 2012." And JD's like, "What happened again in the winter of 2012?" And I'm like, "The thing sank, and they gotta get the pod thing."
In the Sevastopol is the
Yeah.
Podcova that has the original source code.
Yeah.
Anyway, so setting the scene, in the 2 months since the end of Dead Reckoning, Ethan Luther, now with an undisclosed illness, and
Yeah.
Benji,
Oh yeah.
That was out of nowhere.
out
Yeah.
of nowhere, he's
Underground bedroom.
bedridden.
Yeah, underground hospital bedroom.
off the grid, but private hospital.
Yeah.
And Benji are in the wind searching for Gabriel and any hints of the whereabouts of the entity. During this time, in only 2 months, the entity has basically taken over the entire internet, radicalized people into anti-government cults, and taken control of nuclear weapon systems one by one. Time is running out, and only a few countries are still in control. So, President Angela Bassett asks Ethan to do something. He is found by Gabriel, who's on the outs with the entity since failing in part 7. So now Gabriel wants to find the source code so he can control the entity himself. He gets away. They get Grace. Gets himself captured. So yeah, Ethan gets himself captured, makes a case to the Joint Chiefs of Staff and Military to like let him go with $1 billion helicarrier. Act 1.
That's literally.
Movie 2, Act 1.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So as fast as I said that, times 400 because there's 6 or 7 flashback sequences.
God damn it.
During the
It's
course
like
of
watching an anime television show. Like,
Oh my god.
oh, remember that thing we just showed you? Character's going to reflect on that in a flashback.
and they
Like,
and they
yeah.
do, and they do like useless ones.
Yeah.
Like so in the briefing room, they're talking about some of the other exploits he's had. Some of that's kind of funny. The last one is
I did like that bit.
it was a good bit,
Yeah.
like showing things that happen in other movies.
They're like, he's the one who did that?
But the scene before that is like the most unnecessary reveal of one character being the son of another character from part 1,
my
and you're like,
god.
who gives a shit? Like it literally doesn't matter.
Yeah, it means nothing to the plot.
Nothing at all.
Yeah, it's a
And
reveal that's just like,
it was
anyway, next.
It was a wet fart.
Yeah.
It was not a reveal whatsoever. But then you get to like they get to the point where we're up to current events where they're going through the file of the things he's done. Like that was only 2 months ago, and they proceed to show the flashbacks of the movie you just watched that they referenced and did flashbacks of already 20 minutes prior.
Yep.
During the whole first hour of this movie, I think I felt like Christopher McQuarrie was yelling at me that I'm stupid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like he was just kept telling me I'm dumb. Like you're not paying attention, you're dumb.
But then I
I'll
felt
show
bad
you.
because I did need my hand held through it. 'Cause I was like, I forget.
What
so-
happened in 2012?
It completely wraps itself. Anyway, so
I feel like one flashback's enough.
Yeah.
Right?
per sequence.
Set the
Yeah.
stage. Yeah.
Yeah. So Gabriel forces he gets away, gets Grace, blah, blah, blah. Gabriel is now forcing Ethan to recover the Podcova module developed by the Rabbit's Foot that he stole in Mission
Part 3.
Impossible 3
Yeah.
Philip
this-
Seymour Hoffman.
in the sunken Russian submarine, the Sevastopol. Yeah. Which would give him control of the entity. The escape. Luther bites it, creates the poison pill. It's going to kill the entity, but the entity is so enmeshed with
he
all
doesn't
things.
just bite it of his illness, though. He gets blown up in a
Yeah,
tunnel.
That's
he-
true, yeah.
it was pretty.
He
it was
goes
pretty
out
epic.
and he goes out
It's a
saving
cute
people. He's
scene.
detonating a bomb, or not detonating it. He's trying to stop it from
Yeah.
detonating.
It for the 30 seconds that they shared screen time, it had the weight of a good relationship, but it was just in the middle of so many weird things.
Yeah.
Like it had no weight because it was in the middle of so many plot contrivances.
Well, I don't know if we're going to get to but since you're on it, there are a bunch of really nice emotional beats in this movie.
Yeah.
That I was there for those things.
Mm-hmm.
Everything else around it was like, oh, MacGuffin. We got a MacGuffin to get this MacGuffin, and then the MacGuffin's over there. And hey, go get that MacGuffin over there while I'm doing this. And then all three of us have to MacGuffin at the same time.
Which
Otherwise,
submarine is the MacGuffin?
all of them.
Actually, all four of them. There's the one he tries to get to find the one that's sunken.
Yeah.
The one he's on to find the one that's sunken
Right, I
is
forgot there was so
being
many.
chased by one.
Another one.
But he's looking, that captain's looking for a different one.
Yeah.
There's 4 subs.
God damn it.
And they're all MacGuffins.
Yeah.
They're
But
all
I think there are
guffins.
some nice emotional beats in
There
this.
are.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Lots of pluses. I'm really just, because it's funnier to
Yeah.
fuck with the minuses. So, where am I at?
I feel like you could kind of fast forward through a lot of this movie.
Kinda. It helps him locate. He tasks okay, so this is the part where they all diverge. So he tasks his team to an outpost at the Bering Sea, which was the last place that got any kind of ping from the sunken submarine.
Yeah.
So they all go there with the express purpose of find me the coordinates somehow and send them to me while I'm underwater with a submarine, hitching a ride with a submarine that's being chased. And then they'll drop me off at the sunken submarine that we have to heist. And then I'm going to swim my little butt up to the surface under the ice and you'll just fix me.
But also, don't touch the ice. Because I had a vision when I was in the AI box that I climbed into for no smart reason.
That was
Don't go near the ice.
So I'm sorry, I completely skipped that. So Ethan has a conversation with the entity. Drink. Ethan has a conversation with the entity and basically like puts on a Iron Maiden mask and sits in a coffin, and then the entity proceeds to show him snippets of the plot for the rest
Hold
of
on.
the movie.
You forgot that they told him, you will be changed by this experience. You
Yeah.
will be different. And he just comes out, he's still Ethan Hunt.
Because he's Ethan Hunt.
Yeah, because
Because he's Ethan Hunt. He's the only one.
yeah,
He's the
everyone else
only
gets
one.
changed
He's the
by
only
it. He's the
one.
only
He's
one.
the
that
one.
isn't. He's the one that
Fuck
can
off.
use it responsibly. But he sees all these things like, nuclear winter, everyone shooting on each other, and underneath the ice, a big explosion. Hey, Grace, stay off the ice. I am doubling down on my vehement dislike of their romantic tension.
Oh, yeah.
Fucking despise every stitch of it.
I love her.
I
Hell yeah,
didn't say
well.
anything.
I'm glad she was there. But I agree.
Yeah,
It was
Like, you guys just completely forgot.
it was grody in 7. It's flat out disgusting in this movie.
Yeah.
Not because they can't be romantic leads against each other, but the context of every time that they bring these two characters together, it is so gross. It's inappropriate. It's workplace romance that's inappropriate. But also,
Power dynamic imbalance.
yeah.
but also
He's the only one.
Yes.
his he had, as a romantic lead, he had full closure in part 6 with his wife, his ex-wife, his estranged wife, and
What would Tom Cruise call that?
Scientology.
My wife.
Oh, my wife. Except
That-
he would jump on a couch.
Yeah.
He had full closure as a romantic lead for that. Then Rebecca Ferguson was there. Then they faked out her death, and then she actually died. And 4 seconds later, he's flirting with the busty
Yeah.
pickpocket from England. I'm
Yep.
like, you
Crazy.
need it's
Could you imagine if Becky Fergs actually finished this whole series and it was her at the end?
it would have been
That would
perfect.
be awesome.
Also, too, there's
I love them together.
Yeah.
we're
they
going
were
to
good.
talk about the submarine sequence. That's the one I really, really want to talk about. But he's floating to the top of the water, and then he's got like a dream sequence. A woman is kind of like comes up to him and resuscitates him underwater.
Great shot.
Should have been Rebecca Ferguson.
Yeah. And then wake up.
And then he wakes up
Atwell.
and it's Hallie Atwell. Yeah.
That shot was amazing.
wonderful. Yeah.
Where he's convulsing, and then finally he just curls into a ball and kind of dies. And then the camera tilts as he's floating up towards the surface. The camera tilts so that when he hits the ice at the top of the ocean, he's laying down and someone is lowering down to kiss him. What a one of the best shots of the whole movie. It's
Yeah.
gorgeous.
Yeah. It's
It's well done. It's well executed, beautifully artistic.
And then it's ruined with that
And then
fucking
it's-
weird underwater kiss. How do you feel about their sexual tension?
Nah. I felt gross about
And
it.
it's like there's. I mean, you.
But I thought I was just jaded. But
It just makes, it
No, I
makes
mean,
women
you can-
completely interchangeable.
yeah,
Yes.
that's how it felt. Yeah, very much how it felt. Yeah, I
Oh,
like.
you've got 2 bits and a bit? I'm in.
You pointed at me.
I'm sorry, 2 bits and a bit?
you got twin cheeks and a peak. Cheeks and a peak. Let's go.
Oh,
2 peaks and a cheek.
call
I
back.
had 1 cheek removed.
So
Half cheek.
I'm half cheeking.
So
I'm
this is
cheeking out
this is there have been many instances of it throughout the whole series of Ethan being basically indestructible in Superman.
Yeah.
This is where it kind of jumps the shark. So he jumps off of an Osprey into the open ocean to hopefully get picked up by a submarine that's going silent, analog. He does. They have all of the diving equipment for him to get 500 feet under the to the seafloor to get into this submarine
I
and
was so stressed
heist
out
it.
during all of this. I hate scuba diving. I've tried it
is-
once.
The most phenomenal scene, and I'll get there.
Oh.
But
It's
like just setting it
beautiful.
up.
I
They-
was stressing.
They spend 10 minutes talking to him about all the ways that he will be writhing in pain and die.
Yeah.
And at some point, I'm sure that they're just trying to be like scientifically accurate, but at some point it's just like, I don't believe any of this.
Oh, yeah.
Well, yeah, it was just like, I get it that he's like peak specimen,
Mm-hmm.
but also like, you can't like fight science.
Right.
And he just fights science in
Mm-hmm.
this movie, and it's like, okay, it was
He's the
this is-
only one.
he's the only one.
This is also the second time in all of the films that he's drowned to death, right? He dies.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
that's
was
right.
it? Which
He
one
dies
was it? The
when he's
last
in
one
the-
or
No,
six?
we'll talk about it's 5. We'll talk
Five?
about it. We're gonna perfect segue. Okay, so he has to jump out of a moving submarine to fall down into the sea, whatever. So the underwater sequence is absolutely worth the price of admission. I think it's absolutely phenomenal.
It was great
The-
in IMAX, too.
The way that they ratchet
bet.
tension. So this submarine is sunken. It's half submerged, and it is hanging off of a shelf, a sea shelf.
Yeah, sure,
Submarines hang off sea shelves.
sure.
By the seashore.
By the seashore.
A giant cavernous cliff
Yeah.
underwater.
Yeah.
A gulf.
Yeah.
So he's able to get to it, gets inside of it. In order to navigate it easier, he changes the pressure, opens up some valves, and water like goes through some of it, and so half of it's underwater, half of it's not, so he can like get through it faster. Doing that displaces the weight. Displacing the weight makes the submarine in real time start to actually tilt and turn while he's inside of it, making all of the water actually keep moving while he's
Yeah.
trying to navigate
So
through
cool.
it.
He's like
So,
tilt-a-whirling through
in
this.
order
yeah.
for this
I was nauseous watching
to
it.
work. So, as a reminder, Tom Cruise held his breath for 6.5 minutes during the filming of the underwater sequence in Rogue Nation. That's part 5.
Yes.
Yeah.
I forgot about that. Holy
Both
shit.
he and McQuarrie, who is the director of that movie, were deeply dissatisfied with the way that turned out. That whole sequence turned out.
Really?
Yes. Because the way that they designed it needed to use digital effects.
Yeah.
Because
It was like a whoosh, whoosh,
yeah,
whoosh.
the whole whoosh whoosh thing was all digital effects and
Oh,
whatnot.
okay.
So they made him actually do that stuff, but because the way that they designed the sequence with actual previs, it made it all look fake.
Right.
And they were like, we did all of this work
Yeah.
to just add CG and blue screen inside of an underwater tank to make it all look fake.
Yeah.
Fuck that. We're going to build everything practical.
Fuck.
So,
You know I love practical.
they built I've got the metrics here.
An ocean.
Basically. There's a couple other things they did too, but they built a practical over green screen because the water looked fake. It took 2 years to build from scratch an 8.5 million liter tank on top of 1,000-ton steel gimbal. So a gimbal is a movable platform.
Okay.
It is a giant tank attached to a platform that they could fully rotate in every single way.
What?
Like Glenn's bedroom in
Like
Nightmare
in
on Elm
Nightmare on
Street.
Elm Street. Yes.
That's a gimbal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They basically built a gimbal the size of a building that encapsulated an entire tank for them to build a practical set inside
That's
of it.
insane.
This is my
It was
favorite
so big
Yeah.
bit of trivia.
that it took 15 days to fill the tank.
15 days?
To fill the tank.
Was it like going 24/7 they were trying to fill it?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
I just picture the one security guard just sitting there like just reading.
Yeah,
He's in charge of watching the
I'm
tank.
picturing like
he's
a
got
little garden hose.
He's got his cigarette.
Fuck it, Phil, did you turn it on? Yeah, like so filming that sequence in Mission 5 took
Yes.
forever. It took he said something about like they were only able to get like 6 setups a day because the director is watching on a monitor from like another room because they're not in the water and they're telling the team of divers to pass along instructions to try it like this. It's a clusterfuck and it takes too much time. So McQuarrie was like, fuck it. I'm going to get scuba dive training also. So he was like, the trick was I need to get in the water with them, be on the set, and I can actually monitor the cameras while we're doing things in real time.
That's crazy.
So him and his like AD and stuff were in the water in scuba suits at the same time with them, as well as the stunt team. They couldn't talk to each other, so they had a whole system of hand signals and a dry erase board. If anything was more for the hand signals, kind of like more, less, do it this way. Don't like they planned it all out before and after. During, like, for this to work,
this is more interesting than the movie. Go on.
Basically, for this to work, they also had to practice a lot, a lot. Meaning they had to completely fill the set with all the stuff that's going to fall everywhere and the water. And they planned it out beforehand. They practiced offset. When they finally got on set, things didn't work the same way that they had assumed that they would because we're talking about like elements. So like,
Physics,
like if you're moving 8.5 million liters of water and like rotating shit, the weight of the space and the power like the force vacuums of like water, that much water rushing back and forward had to change a whole bunch of stuff. So they had to like practice it a bunch of times too. But because they all decided to get in the water, they were able to improve 6 takes a day to 22 takes.
Oh.
And they knew that this would be a big deal. So instead of it being just like 10 days of filming, they made it 22 days of filming. So for 22 days, 12 to 16
Those are
hours a
some wrinkly
day,
fingers.
they were fucking in and out of water doing all this stuff.
Chafing.
To make it even harder,
So much chafing.
because, everything on the set was practical also.
Yeah.
So specifically, there's that sequence with the torpedoes.
Yeah.
I was just thinking that. I was
yeah.
going to say the
Not real torpedoes.
Oh,
Really
pussy
the
shit.
size of and weight of actual torpedoes.
Yeah.
Because like, they were all like, it's got to look real when it hits the water and fall the right way.
Whoosh. Yeah.
So they planned all that shit too.
Oh
of
my
like,
God.
hey, Tom, swim this way. We're gonna
drop
just
this?
slowly drop a torpedo coming at you, and you pretend like you're drowning.
Yeah.
So there was a couple of times where they pulled him too soon because he was acting so well that the stunt team went in there and pulled him out. And when they got surfaced, he was just like, "What the fuck are you doing?"
Yeah.
He was like, we
Thought
thought
you
you were
were
dying."
dead.
We thought you were actually
Yeah,
drowning.
that happened. Apparently, it happened a bunch of times.
That's so funny.
But I think that this, like, you can just, if anyone's not interested in watching any of the Mission Impossible movies, I get it. I get it.
Ray
If,
at the shop today was literally like, I don't get it. I
if
was like, have you ever watched one?
Yeah,
No,
I've
I just don't like his face. Okay, fair enough.
That's fair.
Yeah.
I mean,
Scientology? I don't want it. It's not for me.
whatever. That's fair. It's not for us either.
Yeah.
I think
That's
that
right.
was
Yeah.
No.
Well, no, I'm kidding. Not for me.
Organized religion. Nah. There's this whole, I want to say it's like a 10-minute sequence, a 15-minute sequence. It's just a masterclass of ratcheting tension, blocking, spacing, and just using environments to just get worse and worse and worse. And in IMAX, like, the aspect ratio was insane. I've never felt that claustrophobic in that big of a space. It was absolutely wild.
It perfectly encapsulated how I felt when I actually went scuba diving, which is why I didn't like it. I felt claustrophobic and agoraphobic at the same time.
Yeah.
Because I felt too much stuff was on me and I felt too tight in my suit. And then, but the ocean was so big and so scary. And I was just like, I can't.
You're just like Tim Robinson. I got all this
I got
shit on me. I don't even want to be here
I don't
anymore.
wanna be here
I don't want to
anymore.
be around anymore.
Yeah, literally.
What do you
I made it.
mean?
I only made it 20 feet down before I bailed.
Oh, I'd like to try it. But yeah.
And then I got
but-
seasick. But
but I absolutely-
I'm not Tom Cruise.
You should, I mean, Maybe
You should go into a submarine
I'm
underwater.
not the only one. He's
probably
the
help.
only one.
Instead of being alone in the vast of nothing, you're in a tomb in the vast of nothing.
The worst time.
Better.
No.
Yeah. No.
You know what? One of the things I'm thinking about with all this practical effects and all these giant, authentic torpedoes and everything is when you have a movie and you're filming it and you do a take, it's time to reset. Okay, everyone take a break. We're going to reset. How long it must take just to reset something with all those gallons.
Yeah,
of
the
water.
garden hose.
Maybe
Tommy, top it up.
top it off. Yeah. You know what? I don't know, but like there are so many like little fun intricacies inside that sequence too. Yeah. You know, like he moves the one torpedo to get into the door, and then when it turns, the door gets blocked by
Pins
that
it,
torpedo.
yeah.
And he has to go through the torpedo tube, but that one's got a torpedo in it already, so he's got to find another one. And
then when he gets to that torpedo tube that he can actually go down, his breathing apparatus
it's too big, so he has to cut off his suit and put the apparatus in front of him.
Crazy.
It ratchets so well, and also dialogueless.
Yep, and soundless. Not soundless. There's no music.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It is just it's a price of admission.
So
I
good.
think it's awesome.
Oh, it was.
So he gets out of that. He survives. Everything's great. They kind of make out. It's fucking weird. I forgot to say that the Rolf Saxon's back.
From the first one.
William Dunlow from the
William
first
Dunlow.
one.
Oh, Dunlow.
Who's
We're Team Dunlow. We love that guy.
MVP of this movie.
Yeah.
Honestly, yeah.
So him and his wife are
Look at
now
that
part of
beard.
the team, and they're going to this bunker, this doomsday bunker that the entity wants to be inside of for when the rest of the world kills itself, it'll survive in there, and then, I guess, restart everything 1,000 years from now. Whatever. So Ethan agreed to go put it in the vault, but he doesn't have it. He doesn't have the poison pill that Gabriel has, but he has the Podcova with the entity's source code on it. But they're going to try and trick the entity to go into the Podcova. Yeah, so this is how it goes. Here's my Podcova.
This is Stranger Things way of putting your plan together.
Here's my Podcova.
This is my card.
This has the source code that I just got out of a submarine and barely survived.
Got it.
Here's the poison pill. It's a USB drive with a really, really special virus that can kill this. Bad guys got this. Good guys got this. Bad
Who's got
guy.
City on fire.
Oh, no.
Okay.
Bad guy.
I have a Starburst.
Bad guy wants to control this.
Yeah.
So he's saying, "Hey, Ethan, bring me this because you can't do what you need to do without this." And Ethan's like, "Well, I can't give this what it wants without that because I'm going to trick it to move from here to there so we can capture it and trick
To
it."
here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this is the
bunker?
No, it's like the 12-dimensional gigaterabyte drive thing.
Thing that she's got to grab real quick.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
This is a special hard drive that'll fool the entity. So the entity thinks it's going to run away from
It's
this.
the bottle, and the entity's the genie.
Hang on.
Ah.
This is the bunker. Your iPad's the bunker.
Okay, I'm in the bunker.
Here's the hard drive. Here's the Podco. Hold the hard
Oh,
drive.
I'm gonna hold the hard drive.
All right, I got this.
Okay.
What do I need to do?
Bunker. Bad guy entity wants in that to save itself from nuclear winter.
Yeah.
Here's the hard drive bad guy entity doesn't know about because entity's inside here. Bad guy's got the poison pill.
To defeat the entity.
Real human bad guy
Yeah.
wants to control the entity and is like, I can kill you, so you're mine. Ethan wants this and this to scare the entity to go into that, who thinks they're going to go in that. And we have 1 second, or a blink of an eye,
Blink of an eye.
What was it?
100th of a second,
And then this is a plane.
Yeah. Oh, there's 2 planes.
There's two planes. Actually, wait, one's yellow, one's red. These
Oh,
are the planes.
Perfect.
Okay. So that's happening. Benji gets shot.
Oh, he does.
And he has to talk through surgery at the same time as talking
to Palm.
Use a pressure pneumothorax.
Yes.
Hole in his lung.
No, it's collapsing.
So he's talking through how to help that while also
Or
how
not a hole in
to
the lung, a collapsing of the lung. That's
how
what a
to
hole.
splice the the mainframe bunker to know that this is this to fool this that needs this inserted.
But
in
also,
it to
there's a
go
bomb
that
in
way.
this.
There's a bomb
Don't forget the big
outside
bomb.
of there.
Yeah, it's like
There's
it's
a
here.
bomb outside of there.
Here's the bomb.
There's a bomb outside of this bunker that 3 of our party are trying to defuse.
Wait,
but
who
then
is that other guy?
see,
With Dunlow and his wife.
Dunlow, his wife, and then like
Another guy.
The guy from the last movie who was like the partner of the guy who we got a big reveal about, but no one really cared about.
Jim
Okay.
Phelps' son's partner,
Yeah.
Chad.
Whose name?
Everyone's
Jim
name
Phelps.
is Chad.
He had a
His
cool
son
name. What
is
was his
also
name?
named Jim Phelps.
His actual name is Greg Tarzan Davis.
That's a pretty cool name.
Tarzan, really?
Yeah, Greg Tarzan Davis.
nice.
Solid
Okay.
name.
But either way, there's a 50
Degas.
megaton bomb they have to defuse.
His name's Degas.
Degas?
Degas. Good.
yes.
So I lost my train of thought. Oh,
I'm sorry.
so they're in the
So did
bunker.
we.
They're in the bunker trying to do this thing to make this thing do this thing. They're outside,
Bomb.
ready to die for this
Yeah.
giant megaton not to go off. But then they realize that we can actually just detonate the payload, and we have about 10 seconds to make it to the bunker so we don't explode. So we have, and then bad guy with this and this are in 2 biplanes
planes.
because when this all goes down, it's gonna a big
Plane.
EMP, so they have to have old planes.
Yeah.
And he said in dialogue, "I even brought a spare one." So they got 2 planes.
Yeah, yeah.
So Ethan in the sky,
With diamonds.
Ethan in the sky with the Podcova and this. Bad guys in this one, Ethan's in this one, and they're trying to get at each other. Ethan's got to make these bitches connect. So them over here, who got this and this now, put it on there. Can't touch it.
Okay.
They got
Touch
this
it.
and this.
They did it.
When this
Bomb-
happens,
bomb done.
when this happens, they're gonna get an alert on here, and this is gonna light up, and our resident
Magician?
beautiful sleight of hand thief
That's it.
is gonna pull it off before it gets inside the bunker.
Timing.
Yeah,
Yes.
everyone
Says
wins.
What?
This
Everyone
plane
wins.
crashes. And this plane
Did it.
crashes.
Yay!
But the biplane sequence absolutely phenomenal.
so great.
Yeah, it was
All I
really
remember
good.
about this movie is the submarine underwater and the biplane
I
sequence.
think it's pretty accurate.
Yeah.
But so biplane sequence, they were planning that and prepping it and did some filming for it during 7.
Oh, wow.
So that was always a plan to have that biplane sequence kind of be a part of it, and they filmed it in pieces over the course of. One of my biggest nitpicks about this movie is how often his hair length changes, and that's because they filmed it over the course of like 5 years.
Yeah.
But
I have never noticed.
his
I
hair
did
length
not
changes
notice his hair at all.
constantly.
I noticed.
She
Constantly.
mentions his hair.
Yeah, and it's weird because
Yeah.
it's like a scene later, not there. Like it's very weird. But he has a Guinness record now for
Most hair changes in a
the
movie.
most burning parachute jumps.
Oh.
So that part at the end where the parachute's burning.
Yeah, which was hilarious. I think by that point in the movie, it's hilarious
Yeah,
that
what
all
else?
of a sudden
And he was,
his
while it was burning,
parachute's
he
on
was trying
fire.
to. He's
Yeah,
trying,
he's
do
trying
that.
to get the
And
poison
then
pill in the Podcova.
He just
to
jumped out of
destroy the
this one,
entity.
and the parachute's burning because this was burning too. And
So the way that they filmed that, he had like a GoPro bitch on his chest, and he jumped out of a helicopter with an actual parachute they soaked in kerosene
and actually set on fire.
and actually set on fire, and then threw off his spare.
Yeah.
They did it 16 times in a row, and he owns the This is one of those things where like there's a Guinness record for that.
Yeah. Yeah.
I know, right?
So some chump for his own pleasure did 15 burning
Like,
parachute
God
jumps.
damn it, Tom Cruise.
And Tom Cruise,
Tom
had to go
Cruise,
from-
you have
Yeah,
enough.
that's all I had. And you're Tom Cruise.
But you're the only one who can do this.
That's true.
Yeah. So we've alluded to it constantly. The movie ends with Tom Cruise being the only man pure and righteous enough to control the entity, because if they completely kill it, it will kill all intelligence. It'll kill the entirety of cyberspace, which doesn't make any fucking sense if now it exists in
its own thing.
Its own thing.
It's like
But whatever.
walled off, right?
It wasn't clear to me. Maybe it still exists in a way over there as well as here. I don't fucking know. Whatever. Whatever. He's the man. I think the movie should have had the balls to kill him off. Because it's bigger than Ethan Hunt.
Yeah.
But whatever.
But is it though?
Have you guys ever watched? I know you haven't. James Bond.
You say you know
Not
I
like
haven't?
some of the.
Did you see No Time to Die?
I
Which
haven't
one was
seen No
that?
Time to Die.
The last one.
No, I haven't seen the last one. I've
I
seen
think you just meant
at least-
James Bond.
Yeah, the Bond.
Have you ever seen any Bond?
Can I spoil James Bond?
That's
Sure.
fine for me.
No Time to Die.
Yeah.
Shaken,
kill him.
not stirred. Oh, what?
They kill him
So
off
it
again.
was time.
Yeah, there was time.
It was time to die.
Yeah.
They lied to you.
It is. They genuinely narratively give him closure.
No shit.
Finality. It's.
Huh.
I think it's wonderful. A lot of people online fucking hated it.
Huh.
But these fictional characters that seem to go on forever, there's no reason why they have to have a shared continuity forever. Like, this was a perfect opportunity for
like,
Mission
close the
Impossible
book.
to like close a curtain 5 years from now, do something else.
Yeah.
But it's just it's impossible for them to like
Stop.
hurt him.
Well, also,
On
they
movie and
can't
not
ever
on
just
movie?
close anything anymore. Everything always has to have, we'll have a Lego sequel in 10 years.
If so, I hope he's not in it.
Yeah.
But yeah, that is Mission Impossible: The Final Reckoning.
Which they say in the movie.
They do.
It's dialogue in the movie.
They say the title.
Fuck off.
So I'm gonna do some. I'm gonna do some fun stuff.
that.
I feel like we've.
I love
I
when they
feel
do
like
that. I'm like,
Oh, hey!
we have revealed our thoughts for the most part. This movie cost $300 million, grossed $599 million globally. If we do the soft math of marketing and
Blah, blah,
whatever
blah,
is
blah, blah.
1/2 times blah, then it did make its money back and then some. But I did run the tally of the entire series budget and the entire series.
I like that.
So overall, these movies cost $1.4 billion to make. Global box office for them is $4.8 billion.
wow!
If we double budget for marketing, that's $2.2 billion, which gives us a net gain of $2.5 billion.
So that's why they can't ever stop.
This franchise has
Why he-
made Paramount Pictures $2.5 billion alone. So it's
insane.
even the not as great returns of the last movie doesn't mean shit because it still is hand over fist making the money. So that's pretty cool.
Insane.
Let's critical response to this movie. We'll do that really fast. I don't know if you guys want to read these.
Peter Bradshaw of The Guardian rated the film 5 stars out of 5, calling it a wildly silly, wildly entertaining adventure which periodically gives us a greatest hits flashback montage of the other 7 films.
And Hornaday of the Washington Post gave
Hornaday.
what?
Hornaday.
Hornaday. Hornaday. The Washington Post gave the film 3 out of 4 stars, saying it, quote, stays true to the franchise's, quote, core tenets, even if it too often feels baggy and redundant, end quote.
Brian Tellerico of RogerEbert.com was more critical of the film, calling its first hour unwieldy and truly clunky.
Yes.
Agreed.
And the worst segment in the entire franchise, although he noted that the action sequences during the film's peaks were enough to ignore everything wrong with the movie up to that point.
I have a
That's
question
true.
for Brian. Has he seen Mission Impossible 2?
Hot take. I would probably rewatch number 2 before I'd rewatch this one again.
Really?
All right,
I would.
so
This one's a slog.
so I have a fun thing planned.
Oh, wonderful.
Right now we're going to watch Mission Impossible 2.
Sit down, everybody. We're doing it.
Limp Bizkit.
So I want to
Whenever we're excited about something, Limp Bizkit!
Limp Bizkit style.
Alice just does it when she's excited.
So I do. We were previously doing all of the ratings.
Yeah.
If you would like to do the ratings, we'll do that again. But surprise bracket. We're gonna do a single elimination
surprise
bracket,
bracket!
of Mission Impossible.
Bracket.
So
bracket.
what do you want to
bracket.
do first?
Wait.
The bracket
Nightmare on Elm Street.
or the no? Stop it. Mission Impossible bracket
yeah.
or rank or give actual ratings because we have weighted ratings for all of these.
I want to
I'll be honest, I don't remember any of my ratings.
I'm gonna tell you.
I wanna do
first
the
of all,
ratings.
I know, and that's
I
why I
said that
have
before we got
a
here. I was like,
spreadsheet.
Noel's going to remind us of our ratings.
All right, go. Let's do our ratings first,
Ratings
and then
and
we'll do
then
a
game.
bracket. We'll end with a bracket.
What would you rate Final Reckoning?
I
here,
want
how's
to
the
rank
thing-
it.
Well, I don't want you to necessarily see all of it. I will, if you have a specific movie you want your previous rating for, I'll give it to you.
Can you give me my ratings for 6 and 7?
So 6 you rated 4.5,
Yep.
7 you rated 3.85.
I'll give this one a 3.
3?
Yep.
Okay.
Wait, what did I rate 2?
2.
Great. Okay, good.
What did I rank to?
2.25.
What?
Out of 5 lit
lit fuses.
2.
2.
What?
Okay, wow. I'm going to give this, so
I just said I would rather rewatch
That's
2,
true.
right?
I gave 2 2.84.
Yeah, you idiot, Alice.
And I gave Dead Reckoning 3.68. I think this is worse than Dead Reckoning, but I don't think it's worse than MI2.
Wait,
So
you think what? You think Dead Reckoning? Oh,
I think
Final
Dead Reckoning. I think Dead Reckoning is better,
Yeah.
but I
Final.
do
Oh,
not.
Yeah.
I actively like Dead Reckoning.
I do not think this like trudges the depths
Yeah.
that is part 2.
Mhm.
Even though I think 2 is really fun and it's got a Limp Bizkit soundtrack.
It just feels
Um,
2 feels fun. This does not feel fun.
You know what? Make 2 my
I'm gonna give
favorite.
this a
For
3.
Limp Bizkit.
Limp Bizkit style. So that is 6, 7, 8 divided by 3. What's 8 divided by 3?
You have my phone over there.
Boobs.
I forget.
Vamp, bitches. 8 divided by 3.
8 divided by 3.
It's 2.2.
2.666666667.
Satan.
2.67. It is a 2.67 average rating. Based off of average ratings,
Rating.
you know what? No, we'll do that after the bracket. Bracket time!
Bracket time.
All 8 movies, single elimination.
Bum.
These
Skiddly.
these are randomly seeded. I don't know if you guys
Okay.
understand how seeding works. You're a football fan. You understand how seeding
I
works,
do.
right?
I do.
Something
you
to do with the
understand how
stork.
Yes.
Yeah.
Twin cheeks.
So
Twin cheeks.
first
Twin
matchup: Mission Impossible 1, 1996,
Oh, come on.
versus Mission Impossible 3.
My 2 favorites.
Yeah. I gotta go 3.
MI3. MI3.
MI3. MI3.
Philip Seymour Hoffman, baby.
Toss it over.
R.I.P.
I can't. You're in control, babe.
Oh, fuck you.
Control, babe.
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 Come on, babe.
Hey, babe.
Bab.
Hey, babe.
Bab.
Babe.
Bab.
Babe.
Why don't you put those twin cheeks to work, huh?
Hey-oh.
No, it didn't work.
Uh-oh.
Oh, wait. I'll make it work.
Yeah, you will. Yeah, you will.
I started the tournament. It's fine.
Get that Podcova.
So are you picking 3?
3, yeah.
We
Am I
did
free?
it.
Hey, refresh your thing. Oh, yeah, you got it.
Okay.
Rogue Nation, which is part 5,
Okay.
or MI2.
Rogue Nation.
Rogue Nation.
Yeah, that's a
Hands
given.
down.
That's an easy. Final Reckoning or Fallout?
Fallout.
Fallout.
That's
All
6,
fucking
right? That's Henry Cavill?
Yep.
Okay.
Oh,
yeah.
Fallout.
Fallout.
Cock those arm, bitch.
Dead Reckoning Part 7 or Ghost Protocol Part
Got me.
4.
Ghost.
Yeah, I think Ghost Protocol.
For
Is
me.
Oh, Ghost Protocol is like the Sandstorm.
Yeah.
Dead Reckoning.
How about the sandstorm scene was yeah.
Part 7.
Where's
You like Part 7 more?
Yeah.
I think 4. Yeah, from
4.
the Abu Dhabi.
Yeah,
like,
yeah, 4 I like
4.
more.
I,
Yeah,
I
4.
loved Dead Reckoning. I thought that was really fun. That whole train sequence.
I was going to
Okay.
say that's the train
So
one, right?
good,
I like
yeah.
that one a lot.
MI3 or Rogue Nation?
3.
MI3.
I agree.
Doctor, do you concur?
Ghost Protocol or Fallout?
Fallout.
Fallout.
All right, this is going exactly how I thought it would go.
Mm-hmm.
MI3 or Fallout? Oh, shit, wrong one. I did the wrong thing.
Shoot.
Oh my God, no, it's ruined. Just kidding.
I think MI3 is my favorite. But Fallout's so good.
Fallout's my favorite.
I think Fallout's my favorite.
Oh, it's so good.
It's hard. Philip Seymour Hoffman is the killer in.
First of all, I think this has gone the way it should go.
Yeah.
These are the 2
These are
best
correct.
Mission
Yes,
Impossible.
These are all
yes.
correct.
3 and 6 are S tier action films.
Yeah.
They have emotional beats that work. They are intricate and exciting,
Yeah.
and they do things that I think other movies do incredibly poorly.
The opening scene of MI3 is still some of the
My
best.
it's my favorite
best
scene of
acting I've
any
seen.
Mission Impossible
It's
is
so
that
good.
cold open with Michelle Monaghan. Fuck out of here. It's
So
so
good.
good. I'm going MI3. I'm going MI3
I
just
gotta-
because of that.
I still gotta go Fallout.
Even though it all, you find out at the end it's, hooey, but I was so tense. It's like the most tense I've been in a movie.
Yeah, I agree with that. But the Fallout overall, I liked better. Yeah, I had a better experience with Fallout.
I'm inclined to agree with the master over here.
Okay.
Which
I mean, they're both the right answer.
tracks.
There's no wrong.
There's no wrong
answer.
answer.
So that tracks with our ratings.
Wonderful.
I'm proud of us. We're consistent.
Oh no, that's the face. That's the face.
Oh, that's
No,
the-
no.
So in
It's up there with not like this, not like this, from The Matrix. Not like this.
oh, perfect. In descending order. Wait, I wonder if this is actually gonna.
Oh my God, is it gonna fall out?
Is it gonna fall out?
Is it gonna fall out?
So
twin
from
cheeks.
from worst to best. Can you track this and see if it actually functions from worst to best as we do it?
Yeah.
Worst.
Like, do you want me to click something?
Well, just like show me the bigger screen.
Turn some knobs.
So worst MI2
Yes.
Yeah.
at an average 2.36 rating. Then Final Reckoning as second worst.
Yeah.
At a 2.67.
I agree.
Mission Impossible 1
That seems
at
that's crazy.
3.42.
That seems low.
That
but
seems
it's,
so low.
Hold
it's
on.
so
but
good.
it is good.
It is good. Look, this is the indelible nature of this fucking franchise. Ghost Protocol at 3.62. Like that is a 0.2
differential.
point differential. Okay? And Dead Reckoning above Ghost Protocol 3.84, and I think that's JD's fault.
Probably.
Yeah,
You're welcome.
because you rated it 4, and we were in the 3 and change category.
Oh, I love Dead Reckoning.
Rogue Nation 4.2 out of 5. MI3 4.25. Fallout 4.29.
Nice.
Yeah.
I agree with all this.
Highest budget is
It's got to be Final
Let's do
Reckoning.
this in ascending order. Final Reckoning, yes. Box office, highest global box office.
Dead Reckoning or Final Dead Reckoning.
Fallout.
Fallout. All right.
Fallout with $797 million.
Oofa doofa.
Ghost Protocol 694, 688, 599. The least profitable is MI3,
Oh.
398 million.
Well, that was because it came right after.
It was
MI2.
6 years after MI2.
People weren't as hype about
Yeah.
Mission Impossible
It
anymore.
really was. It was the point in the franchise where they had to like reestablish themselves. It's basically the Superman 2025
Yeah.
of the
Nice.
MI. Like
Yeah. Well,
we
'cause
we have to gain people's trust.
Yeah. MI2 did very well because everybody loved Mission Impossible.
It did
And
very well, but it did not last.
It didn't last.
in
Yeah.
the-
Opening weekend, it was like,
It didn't last in the. I think it also didn't last in like the zeitgeist very well.
Yeah.
It very quickly became a meme of a movie.
yeah.
I have
Very
some-
quickly.
I have some real quick quiz questions.
Oh my God. No.
Which actor in Final Reckoning?
Sorry.
Which actor in Final Reckoning was 8.5 months pregnant when she fought a fight scene when
Tom
she
Cruise.
shot a fight scene for the movie
Wait, which movie?
Tom Cruise.
in this movie?
He's the only one who could do it.
8.5 months pregnant.
This was which one? Final Reckoning?
Well, it was either. I mean, there's only 2 women with dialogue,
That's true.
so it's either Pom Clementieff or Haley Atwell.
Yeah.
Haley Atwell.
It was Haley Atwell.
Yeah,
She
Haley
was
Atwell?
8.5 months pregnant when she shot a
Jeez.
fight scene. Which two actors are the only two to be in every besides Tom Cruise?
Bing Rames.
Bing Rames.
Bing Rames.
Yeah, thought that was fun. And Pom Clementieff worked so hard on her stunts that she was nicknamed Pom Cruise.
I would. Okay.
Yeah,
What do you
love it.
want from? I'll start this. What I want from this franchise going forward, Benji's team, double hander with Pom Clementieff.
Yeah.
The dynamic
Yeah.
between her and him.
Yeah.
Speaking
Very
different
fun.
languages. There is a chemistry that is not necessarily sexual. It is just they're like best friends who didn't know each other before.
The trust that they have with each other. And like,
Absolutely. It's like she has the demeanor of almost like an attack dog that only he knows how to talk to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's just so
It's
good.
Han and Chewie.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
The demure woman is the bruiser of the group too.
Yeah.
It has an alchemy that I would watch 10 movies
Yeah.
of.
Also, just as actors, they're both great.
Yeah.
Like I'd watch either of them in anything. Pink's in the chat saying, love Casino Royale, liked Quantum well enough, and fucking despise Skyfall so intensely I didn't bother with the last two. Definitely going to check out No Time if he dies. Never thought I'd see that.
I'm sorry I spoiled it for you, but it really is quite
A send-off?
I think it's quite a send-off. Like the villain is boring, but the master plan and why things transpire the way they do, it really worked for me. And it's directed by the guy that did the first season of True Detective,
Oh, nice.
Kari
Wow.
Fukinawa.
Speaking of boring villains, Final Reckoning.
Yeah, well, I mean, which
I don't
one?
care about the entity, and I
Entity?
don't care
Ethan
about
Morales?
yeah,
Gabriel.
Gabriel.
Gnarly death.
Oh, so good. I cackled.
Only one of us has a parachute. Bonk.
I cackled. Yeah, it's so good.
Right.
Oh, during the biplane sequence,
Yeah.
there's the dude flying the plane for Tom Cruise is wearing a green screen suit. Because there's shots inside the plane of him like having to go from seat to seat and stuff. I mean, who's flying? The dude, there's a Charlie Day in a green man suit. I couldn't find the footage, but somewhere it exists of a fucking green man flying a biplane, looking at like getting the undercarriage of Tom Cruise's taint while he's like pretending to jump on it.
Undercarriage.
That's wonderful.
Getting his twin cheeks.
Hey.
But
We did it.
I knew this would go a little long. It's the first time we've been back for a while. This was a really long ass movie.
Yeah.
Overall, was this journey worth it for you guys, Alice?
Fuck yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
it
I
was
had a
the best.
blast. I had a blasty
blast.
blast. I had no idea that I would enjoy these movies as much as I
Same.
have, which kind of makes the last one bittersweet. A little bit
yeah.
more bitter than sweet. Like I just was really excited, especially on the heels of, was it number 7?
Yeah, you liked 7 a little bit more
I
than
loved-
we did.
yeah.
I think it peaked at 6. 7 was like, I mean, it's really good, but 6 was
Yeah.
great, and then 8 was just a drop. And these movies,
It was a burning parachute.
they
16 of them.
for I mean every single one of them, but more specifically from like 5 or 4 on, they made it work with just having broad ideas.
Yeah.
And yeah.
This one they wrote in advance.
No,
Yeah.
they had broad ideas. Didn't expect to have to change those plans
Oh, I
5
see.
times over the course of 6 years. So it makes you think like maybe if you have a plan and you have things solidified, it won't be such a clusterfuck of 15 different edits and more footage and 6 writers figuring out what to do with that extra footage over the course of 3 years. And then you have a first act with nothing but flashbacks.
I will push against this by saying the stuff that they were probably working out, all of the MacGuffin of it all, I don't care. Right? That part is not the problem with this movie for me. It is the self-serious, you're the only one, Tom Cruise. It's only you, Ethan. Ethan, you're the only person who can, like, in Angela Bassett starts off the movie as the president of the United States doing a goddamn
Begging him
monologue,
to show up.
begging him to come back. And then every person in this movie says, "Only you're the only one. You're the only one I would trust." And like, it's just so, it just hits that nail over and over and over again, and it's so kind of weird and pompous and annoying. Like we get it. You've spent so many movies calling this man a traitor and trying to track him down, and now all of a sudden he's literally the only person in the entire planet that you all trust. It's so heavy-handed. And part of the thing that I was telling Alice earlier is that yes, this is the finale of a long-running series, 30 years. That is quite a feat, and I think it is something to be celebrated and lauded. The problem is the movie knows it.
Yeah.
And it spends so much time winking at the audience and telling each other things.
Doing like, we're going to do this one last time.
Yeah,
Like,
I need you
why?
to trust me one last time. Why? Why do you need to trust? I could trust you a couple more times. Like, you don't need to keep telling me this is the end of it. It's just, that's the part of the movie that I find so frustrating. It's not like the changes to the writing and we need to move this over here and you know, the filmmaking of it. It's those awful character moments that I think are just so ham-fisted.
I think
Sorry.
you know what it's two in the same, to be completely honest with you, because I have the self-seriousness can't be fun, or at least it drives you towards like the logistics, and the logistics are fucking trash also. So it's like they don't support each other. If the MacGuffin of it all was just swashbuckling fun, then the self-seriousness would maybe just kind of be waved away, versus the self-seriousness would feel breezier if it wasn't so overly convoluted.
Yeah.
So like I think they're hurting each other.
Yeah, sure.
Like
I
you
can see that.
you can sniff your own farts all day, but if it's fun and it's breezy, it's fine. I ordered a burger, I got a burger.
That's why I prefer 2 to this one.
Oh yeah,
that
sure.
one knows what it is and is having a blast, and it's awful, but I kind of respect how it's going for it.
I mean, on any given day, I think the 2 of these 2 and 8 just kind of like have a high five, because I would revisit sequences of this before I'd watch all of 2, but I would actually, if 2 was on, I'd watch all of it. You know what I mean?
Also, props for all of the. I don't think we got to really talk about the fun cameos that show up. There's a lot of really fun actors who are just showing up for like tiny parts.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really enjoyed this part of it. This part of the movie. Anyway, we did it.
Yeah, we did it.
Are we done?
So next week we're going to talk about 28 years later, the Bone Temple. I
Bone
believe.
Temple.
Oh, are we?
It comes
Nice.
out this weekend.
Hey.
We'll try and see it. I don't know when, but we'll try and see
Yeah.
it.
The Bone Temple.
So if you want to participate in the show, be sure to email us at cultpopgo@gmail.com. That's misspelled. It might be me. New episodes of Inside the Morgue drop when?
Usually Wednesdays, but we're taking a little bit of a break because work schedules suck. But
Well,
check us out.
Yeah.
Find us on
There is
Young
a-
Junks.
there is a
There's a
robust backlog
there is
Yes.
a robust
that you can
backlog.
explore and or revisit.
Yes, you can.
Fresh Floppies drops weekly.
Yep.
Which day is up to whenever you
well,
want. Just it's going to happen.
fun peek behind the sausage. We did, Jeremy and I did a whole episode today, and we finished. We wrapped it up, and I looked down and realized I had never pressed record.
So you just had a chat with a friend.
I did. We had coffee and comics with
That's
a buddy.
exactly what I said. It's the sausage curtain
Do you-
and how it's made.
Do you
But-
guys know
sorry. How
what
do you
is? Do you know what is behind the sausage? Twin cheeks. Hey,
Heyo.
Wait,
that deserved more.
Hey,
excuse me.
visit a
That's a great
physical-
joke.
wouldn't the sausage be
Stop it.
in the twin cheeks?
Visit a
Betwixt-
physical space on
betwixt the
Instagram.
cheeks.
Tech-
Betwixt
That's-
twin cheeks.
There would also be
Physical
balls.
underscore space underscore media. New content daily by daily and or jump on noelthewriter.com. Come back. We will see you here next week, where we're going to be talking about fun shit. Well, join us.
Yeah. Thank you so much for hanging out with us,
Oh.
Terry. Thank you.
Let us know what's the next series of things you would like us to do that we haven't watched 1,000 times.
You know what was
each.
really cute? Speaking of Jeremy, Jeremy says, I bought all of the James Bond movies as a box set. So if you ever want to come over and watch some James Bonds with me, I was like, I would love to do that. I have no time. I would love to do that. But yeah, maybe next time we should do all the James Bonds.
That is 24 movies.
Nope, never mind. Kidding.
Yeah.
All of them.
Yeah.
Forever.
Yeah.
right.
And you could pick a Bond, and we'll just do all of the
All
that
of
Bond.
all of that Bond?
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you so much for hanging out with us, and we'll talk at you later.
Do, 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 do.
Young John!